Good morning, Edgewood. Will you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning, Edgewood. Today is Friday, March 13th. Today is also National Napping Day. It's a perfect way to reset after we sprint back an hour.
Today for lunch is bonus day. We have stuffed crust pizza, salad, celery, tomatoes, carrot sticks and dip, assorted fruit juice, and applesauce in a twist cone. Driver's education can cost roughly $300 to $400, which can be a big barrier for families. The Drive to Succeed program helps qualified teens and young adults to access low driver ed costs through scholarships offered and provided across Ohio.
Do you want to show your patriotism and win some cash? Well, there is an America 250 speech contest coming up Thursday, May 28th, 4 to 6:30 p.m. in the Commissioner's Meeting Room, second floor of the courtroom in Jefferson. Age groups 10 to 14 and 15 to 18 will have a chance to present a 4 to 5 minute speech on America's first 250 years.
This is a great chance to experience public speaking, research history of America and or Ohio, and become passionate about the next 250 years.
Edgewood Media wants to congratulate everyone who participated in the musical. Thank you. They put together a wonderful show and spent tons of time preparing for this. You all did amazing.
Spring break is approaching, which also means the third quarter is about to end. The last day of the quarter is March 26th, so check your grades and make sure you're all caught up. Also, ATEC acceptance letters went out on Tuesday, so congratulations to all the students who got accepted to ATEC.
Next school year is approaching faster than you think. So if you haven't already turned in your scheduling paper, make sure you get them turned in as soon as possible. And if you're not sure what classes to take, schedule a meeting with your counselor to get help.
Spring break is approaching, which also means the third quarter is about to end. The last day of the quarter is March 26th, so check your grades and make sure you're all caught up.
That was quite a bit of news. Now let's move on to sports. Take it away, Mason and Chase.
Alright, thank you guys. On Monday we had our basketball seniors play in the ACBF Senior Classic. They brought home some hardware.
With Annie Mae Johnson winning MVP with 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Also winning the 3-point contest. Congratulations, Annie.
Also shout out to Logan Mezak for making it to the championship round of the 3-point contest, but unfortunately losing in a close round.
Congratulations to Logan Mezak for being selected to represent Edgewood in the YSN All-Star Game and Skills Challenge at Canfield High School on March 28, 2026. Best of luck, Logan.
Now, finally, congrats to these winter sport athletes on their awards from the Sports Awards last night.
With MVP for bowling going to Nathan Cameron and MIP going to Brock Foltz.
For MVP of girls basketball, we have Carly Cray, and MIP is Heaven Rodriguez.
MVP for boys basketball going to Logan Mezak and MIP going to Zayden Fox.
MVP for girls swim is Sophia Toby, and MIP is Julian Newbold.
And MVP or Most Pins Award for boys wrestling going to Carter Klein and MIP going to Aiden Goodnow.
Boys swim MVP was Elliot Toby, and MIP was Isaac Weaver and Marcus Webdelter.
And esports MVP going to Eric Huffman and Desmond Bubby, and MIP going to John Klein.
Girls wrestling, we have MVP Kylie Wolford and Emma Toth, and MIP is Michaela Allman.
And MVP for girls bowling is Bethany Stokes, and MIP is Maya Stone.
And finally, we have cheerleading MVP Kaylin McCoy and Sophia Castaneda. That closes it for winter sports here at Edgewood. Congrats to all for an amazing winter season, and good luck to all who were competing in a spring sport this season. That's it for sports this week. Fabulous.
That was great, guys. We have a lot of creator feature bits this week for you to enjoy, so let's take a look at those.
I'm with
Timmy Batanian.
and
John Klein.
what's your favorite part of the esports season this year?
My favorite part was probably our last kind of game. We did not end up winning and continuing on, but we did do really well, and there was this one game or match that we had, and it was like crazy. Like we clutched up, one of our players clutched up, and it was just a crazy match to watch.
You, John?
I like the pizza.
That's it? Pizza? Alright.
Good part of it.
Yeah, that's a good part, yeah. Did you guys play and why?
I was on the Smash Bros team, and I was also on the Rocket League team. And I chose Smash Bros was my main one I chose, was because I've always looked at like being on a team for it, or playing with other people, because I've always thought it was a cool game, and I wanted to join the team for it.
Yeah, same as him.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. What's the one thing you would say to future esports players that want to join?
I would say for sure consider it. It's very fun to be like with a team, and you get to play whatever sport you want to do or whatever game. And you are like with the team, you get to like strategize and talk, and it's just a fun sport to do. So I would consider joining.
I would just do it.
Do it. Nice. Alright, back to the desk.
Good afternoon. I'm Mrs. Venzel. We're here to talk a little bit about the Sources of Strength group that's in the school this year.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Cooper, football coach. Do a bunch of different stuff around here, but honored and extremely grateful to be a part of the Sources of Strength program.
What is the Sources of Strength program, and why was it created?
The Sources of Strength group came here actually through Mr. Notar last year, who wanted to see a program that would include our peers here at the school to discuss and try to implement some campaigns that prevent suicide. And so it's a suicide awareness and prevention program. And we have, Mr. Cooper and I are the adult leaders, and then we have 32 peer leaders that signed up to be the eyes and ears of the school.
What are the main goals of Sources of Strength in schools and communities?
I would say the main goal of Sources of Strength in schools and community, our goal is just to be proactive about mental health. A lot of times we're reactive, meaning, something catastrophic happens, and then we step in and we do everything we can to ensure that we're helping that student, that family, whatever the need may be. But the Sources of Strength program is actually designed for us to take a look at some of the things that people may experience prior to them experiencing them, so then they have the skills necessary to handle those situations a little bit better when they encompass them.
What kinds of strengths or support systems does the program encourage students to build?
Yeah, so actually, this is our logo. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there are 8 sections on this wheel. And the idea of Sources of Strength is that we want to empower a well world. And the individual that developed this program believes that all 8 pieces of this pie are integral to a person's whole being, health as a person. And that includes mental health, family support, positive friends, mentors, healthy activities, generosity, spirituality, and physical health. And so we want to take all of these pieces and give the students tools in their belt to be able to use in order to strengthen maybe an area that they feel more weak in. And then we want to support the area of this chart that they feel strengthened in. And so we're going to each month hit some part of this pie to help to strengthen each individual as they need it or request it.
What role do peer leaders play in spreading the message of the program?
Peer leaders are extremely important. Sometimes students feel, as teachers, administrators, different support role staffs in the school, that sometimes it's just our job to be doing these things and our responsibility, and they very well are. But by having peer leaders, students that actually are experiencing these things, have experienced these things, may experience these things, sometimes they're just speaking the language of the other students. So having peer leaders kind of breaks that barrier down of a peer subordinate kind of relationship, of a top-down communication. That's not what we're looking for in this situation. We're looking for an even playing field. So we need peer leaders, students that are going to take this challenge on and take these initiatives on wholeheartedly, and then bring them back to the school. So peer leaders are extremely influential in what we do, and not only what we do, but how we do it.
What activities or campaigns does the program use to raise awareness?
So currently, all of the campaigns that we do are during the school day. And so what we want to do, usually during the lunch hour, that's usually the best time, is to bring different awarenesses to each of these strengths, so that the peer leaders can begin to integrate and sort of unite with the rest of the student body through, it might be a thankfulness campaign, it might be a generosity campaign, it might just be something fun, just so that, we know that school is important, and sometimes we need a little space for some fun and some freedom amongst that time. And so pretty soon, actually next week, we're going to be setting up for a little photo booth in the cafeteria just for kids to be able to learn a little bit more about St. Patrick's Day, which he was a man of integrity and generosity. And so those are the types of characteristics that we want our peer leaders to kind of pour into the school. And those are just a few of the ideas that we have during the school day.
What message do you hope students take away from the program?
The biggest message that I think we hope that students can take away is that it is okay to not be okay. There are supports and instruments in place that say you can state whatever's going on in your life. You can state whatever's happened to you in your life. But I think that's the biggest thing is just learning that it's okay to not be okay, and that there are programs available right here in the building that can help you when you feel like you're not okay. And even if you feel okay, you still may be dealing with some things in life that dictate that maybe in that present moment you don't feel so great, just based on some of the circumstances surrounding the situation you're dealing with. So it is okay to not be okay. And the presumptive, I'm okay because I look okay, is also something that we want to take a look at, because sometimes students understand how to play the game, so they understand what they need to make things look like in order for them to appear to be okay. So it is very important for us to break down those barriers and those stereotypes that come with I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm doing well, and underneath there may be some things there.
And what is the most important thing people should know about sources of strength?
The most important thing that I would like them to know is that Mr. Cooper and I are here for you all throughout the school day, even outside of school. You're going to see us you're going to see us in the gym, the weight room, outside. We're available. We're here, and we realize that life happens, and it happens sometimes at a very inopportune time. And as well as the other teachers and coaches that are here, that you're going to see signs outside their doors that say that they are a mentor, they are a trusted adult source. And if you're going through anything and you have any questions at any time, we're not just going to shut off the availability just because it's after 3 o'clock, it's after school. We're always going to be available. And not only that, if that's not appealing to you, but you see our peer leaders, they are wonderful kids who have been trained through this program to be able to assess, and they know the protocol. If somebody is struggling, they're going to help to intervene right then. And so I think the overarching thing that I would want kids to know is you don't have to keep it inside. It's okay if you're not well. We're here for you, and we want to be able to give you the tools that you need in order to come out maybe a time that you're struggling and you feel like you're floundering and that you don't have anyone. That's a lie. We are we want to take that lie and replace it with the truth that there's help available here at Edgewood.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to say or any questions that I forgot or you'd like to add?
I would just like to add that you can think of sources of strength as the mental climate control. We want to make sure that whatever's going on mentally, both good and bad, that we're able to gauge it and then help you identify with it. Because I think students being able to identify with the emotions and the different things that they feel are super impactful in their lives. But most importantly, if they can identify with those things, it's hard to unpack those things. So it is extremely important for those things to be able to be identified. And I just think we're change agents, no matter what the situation is. We are called to change the algorithm, I guess you could say, and the outcome to the best of our ability. So we definitely plan to do that. But I love the idea of mental climate control because we all have a mental gauge, and it's important for that gauge to be regulated on a regular basis. And not just when we feel inundated with things or overwhelmed with things, but just kind of fill our toolbox proactively, regularly, so that, again, when these situations arise, we can handle these things head on and make sure we are fulfilling the need and meeting kids exactly where they are as well. Everybody's situation and circumstances are going to be different, but it's important for them to feel welcomed and know that we're going to meet them where they are. And this is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, and we also, to clarify, what your part would be if someone wanted to join as a peer leader at Edgewood, we try to meet at least once a month. There are some months that are more than that, but we're going to meet during flex period. We're going to brainstorm, we're going to play a game, we're going to decide, there's certain months that have certain like awarenesses, so maybe mental health or family support. And so we're going to take that, what maybe the whole world or the whole United States is trying to bring it focus and attention to for that month. And we're going to take these pieces of the pie, plug those in, and brainstorm on how we're going to meet you during the school day to hand you these tools, to integrate, to bring unity. And so if you want to join, we understand that a lot of kids, there's sports and there's the arts and different things, but this really is a unique group. And I encourage kids that want to maybe be a teacher or be, go into psychology or be a first responder. This is a really great starting point for you to get some experience in the realm of mental health and whole body wellness. And so I would encourage you to join if that's something that is in your heart and something that you tend to lean toward. You're more than welcome to join the group. We'd love to have you.
That was amazing. Thank you, guys.
Moving on to birthdays, we have Gino Mies on Saturday. Happy birthday, Gino.
We hope you enjoyed this week's Emtv. You can find the replay on the EHS Student Google Classroom or the Edgewood Media YouTube channel. Have a great weekend.